All right, what is up, everyone? We are back for a second try because just even if you've been using YouTube for almost 2 years, things still go wrong. So let's try again. So basically, today, what we want to talk about is the biggest opportunity that I've come across in my business career as an entrepreneur when it comes to creating something that's really special from a financial freedom perspective and also from a time freedom perspective, and then most importantly from a fulfillment perspective. So hopefully you guys can see my screen now. I'm still getting an error message from YouTube talking about an unsupported resolution. But if you can see my screen, then send a message to the chat right now and let me know that you guys can see it. Hopefully we don't have another error, but we'll see what happens. So what I want to talk about today is what's called the knowledge economy. So for a lot of people who follow internet marketing, a big event happened recently with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and Russell Brunson. They launched a big digital course essentially called mastermind.com. And so they actually ended up making over $12 million in a single day, from launching that course. And obviously they've built up these large followings over the years, but there's not many other business models in the entire world where you can make $12 million in a single day, literally just sitting from your laptop. That's a very unique thing. And so what I want to talk about today is the invention of the knowledge economy and how the knowledge economy has is basically the largest thing since the invention of the internet. Like if you could go back in time and bet all of your money on Amazon stock, you'd probably do that, right? But obviously, there aren't any time machines that we can use to go back and do things like that. But the knowledge economy is a really interesting thing because you're able to actually take advantage of, the biggest invention of, being able to generate wealth and generate fulfillment since the invention of the internet. And so I still can't see any chats coming in, which is sad, obviously.
There's people chatting.
There's people chatting? Oh, okay, cool. Now I can finally see it. It just finally updated. So looks like the technology is finally working. I see Rodrigo Silva, Raghav, Victor, Bilma, Kevin, Lama, Micah, Snakey, Ismail, all these people. So what we're going to talk about today is kind of how to take advantage of the knowledge economy to create a massive business. Because, for people who've been following me, I started with Amazon. I moved into e-com. I was using Facebook ads for both e-com and Amazon. And then, I kind of transitioned into spending a lot of my time focusing on digital products and helping people, be able to achieve their dreams and move closer towards financial freedom and towards things that they want. So what we're going to be talking about today is how you can take advantage of the same thing that I took advantage of, which is basically automating and creating this omnipresent version of yourself to be able to help hundreds of people or thousands of people at once without it taking all of your time. Because one of the inherent restraints and restrictions when it comes to the normal kind of consulting role where you're helping somebody one-on-one is it takes your time. You can't have infinite one-on-one clients. But with the knowledge economy and with digital courses and leveraging yourself properly with technology, you can, basically tutor people one-on-one, but you can do it one-to-many. So it's very interesting that we're going to be able to go over that. I see people are donating money. You guys definitely don't need to donate money at all. I do appreciate it, I guess, but it's very strange. I would invest every penny into Monster Drink if I could go back to the year 2000. Yeah, Monster Drink has been insane. Speak English. I think I am. Cool, guys. So we have 175 people on, so we'll get started. We are just warming up. Basically, what I want to show you guys is just a few simple things that I kind of put together to show you just how powerful this is. So let's actually share a screen for a second. And so what we're going to talk about today is the knowledge economy. So the knowledge economy right now has been estimated that is making $355 million per day, right? And by 2025, it's estimated to make $1 billion per day. So $1 billion with a B dollar per day industry. And so I want to talk about, how, people can take advantage of that and really create something special for themselves. Because the truth is, every single person has a business inside of them by virtue of their own unique past experiences and personal knowledge. And this model, is not only meant to leverage you, but it also leverages technology to boost you into this omnipresent machine that's just always on top of everyone's minds, right? And if you think about it, you shouldn't really be listening to what other successful entrepreneurs are saying, right? Not me, not anyone. Instead, if you really want to get to become successful very quickly, you want to look at what successful entrepreneurs are doing with their time, right? So like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Dean Graziosi, what are they actually doing with their time? They teach a variety of different subjects, but what are they doing with their time? Because it's very important to understand. So if you take somebody, who's telling you that cryptocurrency is the next best way to make money online, and they're selling you a digital course about it, what are they actually doing with their time? What are they spending their time doing? They're spending their time actually selling a digital course, not necessarily investing in cryptocurrency. And so if you look at Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Dean Graziosi, these people and many others, Russell Brunson, many other people as well, these people have spent their lives essentially, or at least the last 10, 20 years, creating these massive digital course empires. Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Dean Graziosi have made hundreds of millions of dollars selling digital courses. And so when I was growing up, I was kind of thinking and trying to decipher what these millionaires were actually doing differently than everyone else. Because I saw people that were working at McDonald's that were 50 years old. I saw people who were driving around Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and I was wondering to myself, like, what's the difference, right? Well, these are both people. They're both the same species. They both look the same, but one of them has this drastically different level of income, and it's just very different. So what I started to discover was they were all doing something very similar. And so I was reverse engineering what they were actually doing. And I was looking and I was thinking to myself, okay, Tony Robbins is selling all of these different courses on personal development, right? And he upsells and kind of pushes people into his live programs. But at the start of the day, he's selling a digital course. Grant Cardone, right? He's teaching about real estate. He's teaching about sales. He's teaching about all these things, right? But he's essentially at the end of the day selling a digital course. Dean Graziosi, similarly, right? With real estate, with his books, they're all kind of feeding this funnel into selling his digital course. Dean Graziosi, Russell Brunson, and Tony Robbins just launched a program a few days ago that made $12 million in a single day, right? One day. And what were they selling? A digital course, right? Like Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins on the live stream, they even said, they've had all these different business models, they've done all these different things, but they've made the primary amount of money from those businesses with their education products, right? With the digital courses essentially that they're selling. And so if you want to become, if you want to follow in the footsteps of people like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Dean Graziosi, then the best way to do that is to reverse engineer what they're actually spending their time doing, because every entrepreneur has to sell you something, right? Grant Cardone has to sell you his course on sales. He has to sell you his course on real estate. He has to sell you his course on whatever, right? Because he's trying to generate money. He's trying to create a successful business. But so you can either be sold to and understand that he's trying to sell you a course on real estate, right? To teach you real estate, but what he's doing with his time is selling a course. Or you can kind of look past that and say, okay, what is he actually spending his time doing? And then focus on that. And so what I want to talk about in this video is how anyone, anywhere can create a successful course and do so. Dan Silva's calling. And can do so in a way that is really, possible to make a lot of money and be able to help people and find fulfillment in doing that. Right? And so what we're going to talk about today is the 3 silos of digital courses, right? These are the 3 kind of topics that are always profitable when it comes to digital courses, because these are the 3 things that people care about, that all people care about. Everyone wants some level of wealth or some level of additional income. Every person wants some, additional amount of health when it comes to looking better, getting in better shape, feeling better. And then everybody wants, to improve their relationships with their wife or their husband or their parents or their kids or whatever the case may be. And so, if there's $355 million per day being spent on these digital products and these digital courses, and there's all these different, ways that you can tell how much money is being spent, like ClickBank, where hundreds of millions of dollars of courses are bought every single year. The 2 Comma Club with ClickFunnels, where tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of digital courses are sold every year. So there's ways to kind of reverse engineer what types of courses are successful as well. So you can, reverse engineer what successful entrepreneurs are doing, like Russell Brunson, like Tony Robbins, like Grant Cardone. And then you can reverse engineer what types of courses are successful by looking at these leaderboards that literally show how much money these courses are generating. And so, what I did was, when I had some success with Amazon, when I had some experience, and remember, I'm not the best Amazon seller in the world. I don't claim to be some $1 billion Amazon seller. I never said I was, right? I had success. I was able to leave my job because of Amazon. And then I decided to, instead of, focusing 100% of my time on actually doing Amazon, I decided to teach, because for me, my fulfillment doesn't come from selling random little trinkets on Amazon or e-commerce or whatever. My fulfillment and what makes me happy is helping people kind of duplicate the same success that I had when it comes to Amazon, and being able to leave my 9-to-5 job and having more freedom to be able to do the things that I want. And so, when I made the decision to kind of focus on that, I started to become happier. I started to see a lot of people, making a bunch of progress and things like that. And so, it was one of the best choices that I've ever made, not only from a fulfillment perspective, but also from, a monetary perspective, because teaching has so many positives and has no negatives when it comes to a business model, right? When you teach someone how to do something that you have experience with and you have success with, when you sell a digital product, right, it's basically 100% profit. It's 100% profit because there's no traditional expenses. You don't need some huge team. You don't need all of this stuff. And what I was talking about before was a few years ago, like 50 plus years ago, how you became rich was you owned the most stuff. Like, you owned the most land, you owned the most buildings, you own the most things. But now how you become rich is you understand and know how to process the most information and knowledge, right? If you know how to process the most information and knowledge, you can create these massive businesses. If you think about, the largest real estate company in the world, the largest transportation company in the world, right? It's not some huge fleet of taxis that they own. It's Uber, right? Uber doesn't own any of the machines. They don't own any of the cars. They don't own any of the fleet, right? Airbnb, one of the largest hospitality companies in the world, right? They don't own any of the houses. They just own the information, right? Which is why the knowledge economy is such a massive opportunity that has never existed up until just now. And so, if you understand that the 3 things that people care about are health, wealth, and relationships, you can create a massive business, following in my footsteps. I went from an accountant making $50,000 a year, less than 2 years ago, to generating over $10 million by understanding literally what I'm about to teach you on this particular training. And so if you can really buy into this and understand it, it's going to make a huge difference for you, because, there's so many different ways to make money. There's so many different things that you can focus on. But you want to really focus on the thing that's going to make you the most possible income and also give you the most possible fulfillment. And that's what the knowledge economy truly is, right? And so I want to show you guys just some simple math. And a lot of people don't like talking about this. The course creators really never talk about this because they want to keep it all to themselves. And so, like always, I'm going to try to be 100% transparent with you guys. As always, I feel a sense of responsibility to try to teach you what I feel is the most possible profitable business model that I've ever found, right? And if you reverse engineer what I'm doing with my time, I spend most of my time working on digital products, digital courses, right? And now we're transitioning some into software, but digital courses for the most part, because not only is it the most profitable possible business model and the most scalable, but it's also the most passive. You don't have to spend, 12, 16 hours a day working with one-on-one with clients. You don't have to do those types of things because digital courses operate on autopilot in the background if you know what you're doing. And so let's do some simple math, because I want you guys to understand this, because most of us, if not all of us, have ads that are in our Facebook feed or our YouTube or whatever, every day from course creators, right? Like, I bet you have it. I know I had it when I first started. And the reason for that is because, let's look at some simple numbers. If you get 100 people to register for a webinar, right? And let's say it's $5 each to be able to get people to literally go from a Facebook ad and register for your webinar, which is very doable, right? That's a very common amount, $5 per webinar registration. If you can get 100 people to opt into your webinar for $5 each, then you paid $500. If 1% of that 100 people buys a course for $997, which is a very common price for a course, that means that you spent $500 to make $997 back, right? So you essentially doubled your money instantly. And that's why you see so many course ads in your actual Facebook feed and your YouTube feed, because of how profitable it is if you understand what you're doing. But most of the time, you're not gonna get just 1% of people to buy. You're gonna get 2% or 3%, or sometimes even more, which means that if you spend $100 or $5 each for 100 people, $500 to get 100 people on a webinar, right? And 2% buys or 3% buys, then you spent $500 to get 2,000 back, or $500 to get 3,000 back. And that is kind of how you're able to scale so profitably with digital courses. And these aren't some crazy complicated ads or anything like that. These are literally ads that are not that difficult to set up at all. And you can see, right, this is just like one screenshot of one of my 50 ad accounts that we use. You can see that we spend, $323 in ad spend to get, $3,500 back. We spent $82 here to get $2,000, almost $2,000 back. We spent, 62, I mean, you can read them all here. We spent $57.41 to get $3,985. So I mean, how many of you guys would trade $57 for $4,000 back? Because it's happening every single day, and nobody talks about it because the course creators don't want to share the strategies that we're all using. But I feel a sense of responsibility to tell you guys what I truly feel is the best possible way to make money online. And the thing is, a lot of us are running client-based businesses, service businesses, businesses where we're doing client work. We have agencies that we're running for SMMA or e-com or things that you're good at, right? Maybe you're really good in you're really in shape, or you love lifting weights, or you have a lot of experience helping people with relationships. The thing is, even if you don't think you're an expert at anything, I promise you that you are, because the truth is, Tony Robbins, he doesn't have any traditional credentials. He doesn't have a PhD. He literally just is known as the best in personal development. He's not like a credentialed psychologist or psychiatrist. He just cared the most. And the thing is that people don't understand is you can become very good at something in a very short period of time if you only focus 100% of your attention on that. And Tony Robbins only focused 100% of his attention on personal development. And so he became an expert, right? I've seen him speak a number of times, and he always says, I wasn't born Tony Robbins. I wasn't born this. I made Tony Robbins. He says that he created Tony Robbins. And so if you think that you're not an expert at anything, I promise you, you do have experience that can help someone else, even if you don't think you can. Because the truth is, selling real estate and teaching selling real estate are such different business models. And let's just break this down super simply, right? Actually, buying and selling real estate is very risky. The market could go up or down, right? There's a ton of competition. There's investment of time and money and effort. You have to pay construction workers and closing costs and all these different fees. Like there could be mold in the house or a cracked foundation, right? Or you could teach selling real estate once you have some experience and once you have some success with it. And teaching selling real estate, you can do literally with a laptop. You don't need some big team or huge office. It doesn't take $100,000 down payment to get started. There's no employees, there's basically no contractors. There's no upfront capital required, right? Which is why people like Dean Graciosi and Grant Cardone spend 100% of their time or close to it teaching real estate nowadays. And this isn't to say that they haven't had success with investing in real estate. I'm sure they have, right? I guarantee they have. But they're spending more of their time nowadays actually teaching investing in real estate versus actually investing in real estate, because they're very different business models. I don't care where you are or how big of a real estate investor you are. Doing what Russell, Tony, and Dean did, making $12 million in a day, right? It would take years to organize that, and hundreds of different people and all these different regulations and government contracts and employees and all of this facilitation to even come close to having a real estate deal that makes $12 million in a day, which is why these people choose to teach instead of actually doing it. And imperfect action is so much better than perfect inaction. This is actually embarrassing. This is the first ever landing page that I made for my Amazon course, right? And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have somebody who had, done all of this stuff that I could learn from. I was literally just looking at what other successful people were doing, and I was trying to reverse engineer it and teach what I knew and what I had experience with, right? Again, I wasn't some world-class, the best in the world at Amazon. I was just someone who had, created an Amazon business, been able to quit my job, and I wanted to teach people what I learned because my real passion is teaching and helping other people. And so you can see that, learn the simple secret that helped me create a booming Amazon business with this goofy font, right? These aren't even centered. The button's like over here, the picture's like all weird. But the thing is, guys, this landing page has in less than 2 years turned into a $10 million machine, right? And so that is what perfect inaction, that's what imperfect action does instead of perfect inaction. And so I wanted to just show you guys just a short presentation about what the knowledge economy is and how anyone anywhere can take advantage of it. So I want to take some questions now instead of just talking at you guys. I want to take like a full 40 minutes or so to answer anybody's questions about this stuff, and then we're gonna actually show inside of everything I've learned, because everything that I've learned, millions of dollars that I've spent, all of this information that I've accumulated over the past 20 plus months, 21 months, or however long it's been, is all perfectly bundled and packaged up together inside of one beautiful, succinct package, which is DCS, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. But I do want to take a few questions from you guys. Great info as usual, KD. Glad I made it. Jeezer man, it's not my words. That was better. Look, anyone here a real estate agent? Anyone have Dean's course or know the bootlegger who has it? Don't bootleg people's courses. Donald Trump is in the chat. You can use what Kevin is telling you as ammunition to fuel your own entrepreneurial spirit. Then you're on the right track. I like that. Imperfect action versus perfect inaction. How do you make a course if you have no credibility? The thing is, Khalid, you don't have to say that you're like some billion-dollar Amazon seller. Like I never did. All I did was I literally started making YouTube videos just teaching what I had learned. Like I never said, I was the best Amazon seller in the world. I never said that I was the best anything that I teach in the world. All I did was just teach the things that I was using in my own business. And hundreds of thousands and now millions of people, like what I had to say enough to watch it and to support my videos and to subscribe to my channel. And then, many of them, over 10,000 of them, eventually ended up coming and joining my courses. So basically, if I'm good at ecom, make an ecom course. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you don't have to start and go out and immediately sell like $1,000 course. You can just start generating some content. You can start generating some YouTube content about what you've learned in your journey. And it doesn't just have to be about ecom. You can teach people about relationship advice. You can look at what other courses and things are performing really well when it comes to relationships. And you can teach people about what you've learned. One of the best influencers, thank you. I want to learn more about FBA. Yeah, we'll talk about FBA. Kevin, ecom god. I appreciate it. I'm a 2-time ninja, FBA, and Facebook ads. Can I get a frequent flyer discount for DCS? Yes, you can, Green Thumb. We haven't actually done any of that yet, but email my support and we'll get you a frequent flyer discount. Onyx and Gall built a Learn Center. Yeah, Onyx and Gall actually just messaged me the other day. It's funny. Kevin, do you think it's good to do penny stocks with Tim Sykes? So that's a great point, Jara TV, right? Because Tim Sykes, what's he doing with his time? And I want you to actually answer me, Jara TV, right? Is Tim Sykes at this point, do you think he's actually doing penny stocks? Do you think he's investing in penny stocks? Or do you think he's spending more of his time teaching a digital course about investing in penny stocks? How much money did you start with? I started with just a few $1,000s for Amazon FBA, but the beautiful thing is once you have a high income skill, You don't need any money to start teaching people what you've learned, right? You don't have to go make some crazy claims that you're a $1 billion, world class anything. All you have to do is just simply teach people what you've learned, because there's so many different ways to be a course creator. You can be, what I like to call the relatable beginner, where you're literally just saying, I'm really trying to learn this. I'm basically going to be cataloging my journey on a YouTube channel and a Facebook group, and you can help people with what you learn. How big of a social media following do you need to make 100K a year with a course, KD? Well, I mean, think about it like this, Marco Pagan. I had 0 followers anywhere 2 years ago, right? 0. I had 0 subscribers on YouTube. I had 0 Facebook group members. I had 0 Instagram followers. I had 0 anything. And, in 2 years, I went from 0 to, in the next few days, we'll hit 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. My Facebook groups, my Amazon Facebook group has over 100,000 people, right? There's literally so much opportunity out there, but there's just some people that, don't have the mental belief systems to think that they deserve it and to think that they're capable of helping and teaching other people. Hi, Kevin. I'm 16 and starting my advertising agency for Facebook ads. What is the easiest way to convenience old people that I'm great? I think you mean convince. But we'll talk about that in a bit. I do want to talk mainly about DCS and the digital course, because this is kind of the first introduction in a live way where I want to tell people and kind of try to open the transparency doors about how all of these people are making a fortune, right? Because I've never found another business model where you can make 30 grand, 40 grand, like $40,000 in a single day. I've never found another business model where you can do that consistently. And there's going to be some people who are saying like, oh, like all he does is sell a course now, and just be super like bitter about it. And then there's going to be people who understand the opportunity and take advantage and start making thousands of dollars a day. But again, more importantly, helping people and having an impact, because people all the time say, why would you give away all your secrets if you could just use them yourself and profit from them? But the thing is, once you have enough money, and like, I'm not the richest person in the world by any means, but I have enough money to do the things that I want, to, buy the houses that I want, buy the cars that I want and things like that. Once you have enough money is very boring once you have more than enough. Like there's nothing exciting about making more money when you have more than enough. What's exciting and what's amazing is helping people and seeing the fulfillment and the happiness that you can bring to people's lives. Like I have people message me every single day saying, Kevin, we finally did it. I quit my job. Thank you so much. I had one of my students the other day who, is a good friend of mine now. He messaged me and he said that, his dad is having basically some really serious health issues. And one of my students messaged me and he said, Kevin, I just wanted to thank you so much. My dad's going through some really rough stuff with his health right now. In my previous job, I wouldn't have been able to get enough time off to go visit him. But because of your courses, I was able to go spend, all this time with him, in a really serious kind of health situation that his dad's dealing with. So when people message me and say, because of my courses, they're able to spend time with their dad who is literally dying, like that is the most meaningful possible thing that I could possibly have happen to me. And, it's hard to understand. It's hard to understand that you can have this impact on people, because most people just don't believe that they deserve to help other people and to teach other people. And people don't understand how much financial freedom is being achieved every single day because of digital courses. All right, let's take some more questions. Hey, Kevin, what's your average CPM? CPM for what? Hey, Kevin, I am 20. How do I start my education channel so influential? You just have to start, right? You're watching my channel. Is my channel educational? What do I make videos about? Start making videos about the same thing. Jara TV says, I want to get your course, but I don't have enough money. Is there a payment plan? There actually is a payment plan, yeah. So in the description right there, check out the one that says Digital Course Secrets Launch Bonuses. We're going to talk about the bonuses that you guys get if you want to join today in a few minutes. But I do want to take some more questions. Many people do not even own a regular watch anymore, maybe an Apple Watch. Yeah, I have an Apple Watch upstairs. Rich enough. Yeah, I'm rich enough. Kevin, I quit my job because of you. See, there we go. Crazy gamer. Somebody literally in the chat right now said, Kevin, I quit my job because of you. That's so much more meaningful to me than making another $100,000. Like, money is very boring once you have enough. Money is boring. That's what my goal. Yeah, I mean, it is a good goal. And I know it's hard to conceptualize when you're still like in the grind and you're still working on it and you're still trying to become financially free. But I promise you, experience is the best teacher. Once you guys become financially free, you'll realize that money is not an interesting thing once you have enough. I'm going to get the Ninja Facebook ad course after I hit my 5K a month goal on Shopify. Congratulations, Nigel. That's amazing. Kevin, what are your thoughts on Dan Henry throwing shots at you? Oh, I understand. I have a lot of respect for him. And that's what this is all about. Yeah, that's what this is all about, right? Understanding what the best business model is, because you can focus on a lot of different things. You could go focus all your time working at McDonald's. You could go focus all your time trading cryptocurrency. But one's incredibly risky. One, you're only going to make minimum wage and there's no upside, there's no scale. Or you could focus all of your time learning digital marketing, learning how to put $1 into Facebook ads and take $2 out, right? Those are the types of things that you should be focusing your time on. And nobody else is saying this stuff, right? People are keeping it to themselves. All the course creators are keeping it to themselves because they don't want more competition. But I, feel a sense of responsibility to show you what the best business model is in the world. It's what I spend most of my time doing. And it's what all of these other people spend most of their time doing because it's so profitable, right? Like, it's ridiculously profitable and you're able to help people. How to make good content. Look at what other people are making that you think is good content and get ideas from that. All right, I'm gonna skip to the bottom, guys, because there's a million, there's like a million messages. My wife and I are putting together a course based on the inspiration you've given us. That's amazing, Carrie. I am so happy for you, seriously. As a Shopify newbie, if I make sales today, when can I use it? Yeah, so I want to talk mainly about digital courses for this one. I will do another tutorial soon about all of that. KD killing the game. All right, here's somebody who's inside of Digital Course Secrets right here. I'll make you a mod, Austin. Add moderator. So Austin is in Digital Course Secrets, Austin Dixon in the chat. In 1 week, he made back the full cost of the course and I believe like close to $1,000 profit. So, it's an amazing thing watching people. And Austin is actually a really good case. So Austin is in the chat right now. I just made him a moderator. He was about to go start working for someone else. He was about to be an employee for someone else. And he messaged me, or I messaged him, I forget, one of us messaged each other. And basically I convinced him to, instead of going to work for someone else and being an employee for someone else, to go all in on himself and join DCS. And in less than a week, he made, I think it was close to $3,000 profit selling his digital course. But the thing is, these things scale up, right? Once you start to get a few sales, once your pixel starts to get smarter, I've made $5,000 all organically in 10 days. So he's made $5,000 profit, right? And the thing about digital courses is when someone says they made $5,000, that means they actually made $5,000 profit, right? Not $5,000 revenue, not any of that stuff. He's literally, created such a huge amount of momentum for himself that's only gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's like the most beautiful thing in the world. Your Facebook ads course is fire. Thanks, Green Thumb. I appreciate that. Derek Agard says, hey, future millionaire. Notorious Criminals says, great mentor. Thank you. Appreciate it. Does digital marketing really work in a developing country like Nigeria? Yeah, of course. 100%. What do you believe about the e-com's future, knowing there's so much competition and free knowledge around? I think e-com is going to be absolutely massive, right? Like e-com's growing faster and faster every single day. The people who have the most knowledge and have the most experience and are implementing the most things are the ones who are going to win, right? Don't you have to have a big following to be able to make money on digital courses? So Isaac, remember, I had 0 following 2 years ago. 0. Anywhere. I didn't have 1 follower on any social media platform. And, very quickly, within 6 months of even starting my YouTube channel, I didn't even know what a course was at that time, right? I was looking at what these other successful people were doing, and I started to realize that basically what they were doing is they were making all this content on social media, right? And I'm just trying to be fully transparent with you guys, right? I know there's going to be some people that are pissed off in the chat, but again, I don't care about, you know, the people who are angry. I care about the people who want to focus on the most possible fulfilling and profitable business model that gives you the most passive income and the most freedom, right? I started to look about what these people were doing, like Grant Cardone, like all these guys. They were essentially using social media. They were using Instagram. They were using YouTube. They were using all of these different forms of social media to attract attention for free. And then once you attracted attention and people started visiting your sites, then you basically started selling them you started selling them digital courses. You got their email address, right? There's all of these different ways that if you understand how the whole process works, how the funnel works, you can literally make millions of dollars with zero following. Kevin, do you know what ASMR is? If so, how can I use it to make a digital course? I actually do know what ASMR is. You could do it in a lot of ways, right? Like it wouldn't even necessarily be like a tutorial, because remember, not all courses are like teaching you how to make more money. You can do courses on meditation, right? Like it's just literally teaching you like what it is and how it works. What do you to paper clown, to each their own? I have more freedom in my business than I've ever had before. My business is growing faster than ever before. Yeah, for sure. And you know, that makes perfect sense. Can you make a video about tax? Because I can't do, yeah, we'll talk about that another time. I'm gonna skip to the bottom again. Join KD's course, you won't be surprised. Kev, what would be your advice? Oh, sorry, Katarina. I'm trying to answer all these questions. There's so many. Kev, what would be your advice for us introverts? Trying once again. Yeah, so first of all, thank you for asking that multiple times. I'm sorry that I didn't see it the first few times. There's like a lot of comments coming through. The answer is you might not believe me, but I'm actually very introverted. Like, you know, in public and in big crowds and stuff, like I don't like go out and like go crazy or anything like that. I'm introverted as well, but you don't really have to be very extroverted to sit in front of your computer and talk. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm like going into some big crowd of people that I don't know. I'm just sitting here talking to my computer. So that would be my advice to you. George Ruiz, thank you. Katie has been a massive help, not only helping with the course, but also mindset around selling my expertise. Yeah, because the biggest, let me be 100% honest with you guys right now. The hardest part about making $1 million selling a digital course has nothing to do with actually creating a digital course and selling it. The hardest part about making $1 million selling a digital course is believing that you deserve to, right? Having the self-belief that you can do it too, which is why we're going to give you guys some really, really exciting bonuses in just a few minutes if you decide to join the DCS family today. Because again, like, you know, I hope that you guys are thinking, but Kevin, you told us that we should look at what entrepreneurs are doing, not listen to what they're saying, right? And right now I'm saying, you know, you can join DCS, but think about it like this. What do I actually spend my time doing? Right? Like, I'm not spending my time trading cryptocurrency, right? That's incredibly risky. It's so volatile. People are losing millions of dollars and some making it too. But it's very risky, right? I'm spending my time every single day creating my digital courses, improving them, helping my students, right? Getting better at paid traffic. And all of that multiple years of experience and all the millions of dollars that we've generated and all the tens of thousands of people that we've helped, right? All of that gets basically wrapped up in a beautiful little package and delivered to you. It's a beautiful thing. I've just started out working with this amazing team, closing for an amazing guy called Kevin, and I was wondering if I can already make a course about how to make money as a closer. Yeah, Paul Kearney. So, I mean, once you have success with anything, you can start cataloging your journey, you know, and you don't have to go out and say that you're the best in the world at it. Just literally say, you know, how I made $500 with my cell phone, right? Start making content about it, start creating it. And then once you have the blueprint of how to actually do this, you can create so much more than you think. It all comes down to your own beliefs and your own mentality. Most people just don't believe that they deserve to make, you know, $10,000 a day, $20,000 a day, $30,000 a day, 40, you know, whatever it is. And, you know, if you guys are interested, I'll actually share some numbers that I haven't been sharing, or that I never really share, because, you know, people get uncomfortable by it. Everyone assumes that you're lying and all this stuff. You know, I'll share some actual real numbers at the end of this presentation. You got to go live on YouTube more often, Kev. I'm learning a lot from this. Digital courses seems very interesting now. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Isaac, and anyone, the thing is, you have to reverse engineer what successful people are doing. Because the thing is, most successful people and most successful entrepreneurs are really, really good at selling you stuff, right? Like Russell Brunson, he's so good at selling you stuff. He's so good at selling you that, this thing is the next best idea. This thing's the next best idea. And I love him for that. He sold me a lot of stuff. But the thing is, you have to look beyond what people are saying and look at what they're doing with their time. That's the single most important thing that I can possibly tell you guys on this chat right now. Katie teaches you how to go get proof of concept and then build out your course from there. Really a nice way to guarantee success as long as you do the work. Yeah, so let's talk about actually what is included in Digital Course Secrets, because I want you guys to have an understanding about really how this all works. So this is what Digital Course Secrets looks like, right? And this is, again, guys, this is the last course that I'm ever making. I'm not going to make any courses after this. I'm literally just refocusing all of my attention on DCS and on my students and all of my current students that are in my Amazon, Shopify, and Facebook ads classes. We're having, monthly live Q&As just for my students. For Digital Course Secrets, we're having every other week. So we're doing weekly live Q&As where I'm going to be answering all of your questions. Even if you don't think you have any ideas for a digital course, even if you don't think you have, that you're some world-class expert, I'm going to prove to you that anyone, anywhere can actually create and help people, even if you don't think you can. Because the biggest thing that people don't understand is you don't have to be the best in the world to be able to help someone. You just have to have more experience than them and you can help people, right? And how I did it was I helped a lot of people for free. Just understanding what people were interested in, understanding the market, understanding what people wanted help with and what they didn't. I helped people for free. And then once I had a really good idea of that, then I really was an expert, because any question that I didn't know about Amazon, I just researched it until I did. I read all the blogs, I watched all the videos, I read all the help articles for Seller Central, all of my own knowledge, all of the knowledge of my other friends who were doing Amazon, and I literally became an expert in that, 30-day, 60-day, 90-day period or whatever it was, where I was, considering creating a course. Because again, I didn't know what a course was at that time. And so just like Tony Robbins said, he became Tony Robbins, he became an expert. I followed the same thing. Even though I felt, scared and nervous about it, I just did it because I understood, the people who I looked up to and the successful people who were making millions and tens of millions of dollars, what they were doing. Right? And so how this is going to break down, and we can see inside here, the first chapter talks about creating your course niche, right? Creating and choosing what your course is going to be about in one of the evergreen silos, health, wealth, or relationships, right? And then a sub niche within that. So we talk about how to actually choose your course topic. We talk about how to build your tribe, right? How to build your followership, how to get people to interact with you, right? How to actually get people interested in what you have to say. And these are long videos too. Like, see, this one's 41 minutes right here. This is everything that I've learned about how to go viral on YouTube. Everything, right? This is everything I've learned about how to build an email list. This is an hour and 10-minute long video, right? Just this one video. It's everything I've learned about building a viral email list. And I want to make sure that you guys can actually see my screen. I think you can, yeah. This is everything I've learned about building a viral email list. Everything, right? In the past 2 years. I've built over 250,000 people in my email list, and we've cleaned it a bunch of times, right? If we didn't clean it, if we didn't get rid of old people, it would be closer to 500,000 people. In literally 2 years, we've built that. Everything I've learned. It's how to actually build your Facebook groups into these massive machines. Again, we've built, over 100,000 people in our Amazon group. Close to 100,000 people in our Shopify group. I think over 75,000 people in our Facebook ads Facebook group. I teach you how to create those massive communication platforms, your Facebook group that just organically feeds all of your stuff, right? All of your funnels, all of your retargeting, all of everything. How to do it mostly with organic in this chapter, right? How to build your tribe. How I went from zero, right? A nobody account that nobody had ever heard of, to creating a multi-million-dollar, 8-figure machine in less than 2 years. We talk about how to validate your course idea, like Austin was saying. What I mean by validate your course idea is go out into the real marketplace and be a consultant, right? See if people are willing to pay you for your expertise so that you know for a 110% sure that people are going to actually buy your course when you create it. So, this might take an extra week or two, but then you're going to know for sure that people are going to be interested in buying what you have to sell. And we teach you how to do this step by step, even if you're a complete beginner. Chapter 4, we're talking about how to organize, price, and build your actual course for explosive growth, because pricing and understanding buyer psychology and how to organize your course is so important, because oftentimes the number one thing that's most important for your student success with your course is not necessarily the actual material inside the course, but it's how you organize it. How you prevent people from being overwhelmed, right? How you get people quick wins so that they feel, like they're making progress, so they keep going. Because human psychology is actually the hardest part of getting success in your course, even more so than having the right tactics. I can give you all the best tactics in the world, but if you don't do it, right, you're not going to be successful. And so, part of organizing a course is understanding human psychology and how to get people to actually take real meaningful action that's going to change their life. Chapter 5 is everything that I've learned from the technological perspective, right? Everything that you need from the sales page, order page, thank you page, right? How to make sales funnels that just convert, right? And this, again, is a 54-minute long video. So, this is very in-depth, step-by-step stuff. Technological evolution, and then everything that I've learned from a Facebook ads perspective. And we've had, a ton of people tell me, Kevin, the one chapter in DCS about Facebook ads is better than $5,000 Facebook ad courses that I've taken, right? It's better than $25,000 Facebook ads masterminds that I've been a part of. This one chapter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 different chapters, many of which are an hour long, right? Like, this is a massive, massive course. And then we talk about 3 of my students, how they went from 0 to over $750,000 per month, right? Not per year, $750,000 per month. Another one of my students, $500,000 per month. Another one of my students, 6 figures per month. And these are real people. These are real human beings that I teach you, and they share their actual funnels. They share their actual ads. They share everything that they did to be successful. And then we have the bonuses that we're going to talk about right now. So if you guys are interested in joining the DCS family, and you do it today, right? If this video is still up, if you're still listening to my voice right now, you will still get access to all of the different bonuses that we are about to talk about. But we are going to take this video down in the next few days to make sure that everyone has very exclusive access who does decide to join and invest in themselves now. Because again, your business is like a mirror, right? Whatever action you take comes back, and you get those type of clients and people in your business. If you take decisive action, you're going to get students and clients that take decisive action. If you're willing to invest in yourself, you're going to attract students and clients who are willing to invest in you, right? That's just how it works. Business is just this giant mirror. And so, for the bonuses, we want to keep it very exclusive, because people who actually take decisive action, those are the people who become successful. Those are the people who turn into $750,000 per month students, $500,000 per month students, 6 figures per month students, right? And these are real people. These are real case studies that we're sharing with you guys of real people who've come through DCS and done this. And so the bonuses that you're going to get if you decide to join today, right? Listening to my voice, if you're still hearing me right now, you will get access to all 3 of these bonuses if you join DCS right now. We're going to teach you how we recruited an affiliate army. Right? One of the big mistakes that a lot of course creators make is they're greedy about their affiliate programs. People don't want to pay out affiliates. We've paid out close to $2 million in affiliate commissions, right? We've literally paid that to our affiliates. And that's why our courses are number 1 in the things we teach. Because anytime somebody asks, what's the best Amazon course? What's the best Facebook ads course? What's the best Shopify course, right? People recommend my courses because they have a financial incentive to do so, right? Whenever somebody buys one of my courses through an affiliate link, my affiliates earn 41% of that sale. So if somebody buys it for $1,000, my affiliates earn $400, over $400 for that sale. We are going to teach you how to turn your affiliates into marketers, right? We're going to teach you how to have your affiliates go out and sell your courses for you. It's a beautiful thing. We're also going to teach you about ManyChat. We actually have 2 members of DCS who just with this one bonus, what they learned in this one bonus, they actually went out and started teaching what they learned in this one bonus, which I recommend you do, right? And they've made literally tens of thousands of dollars teaching people how to use and implement Facebook Messenger bots for their business, right? How to start a Facebook Messenger bot agency, how to charge businesses $1,000 a month to run their Messenger bot. People are going out there and they're creating content and they're creating digital courses about what they learned in this one module or this one bonus. The thing is, guys, you're going to become so much more valuable to the market from DCS. You're going to learn everything about ClickFunnels, how to create ClickFunnels, how to create sales funnels that convert. You're going to learn everything about ActiveCampaign, right? How to create email marketing that works. You're going to learn everything about Facebook Messenger bots, about affiliates. And even if you're not technologically advanced, you're going to be able to follow this. That's how, in depth that I made this course. And then bonus number 3, we're going to talk about in 1 second. It's the most valuable bonus that I've ever made. Really quickly though, guys, I wanted to, even though this takes me 100 times longer, I wanted to create actual resources for you guys. And so what the resources look like are these chapters that I created. You can see this one's 98 pages. It's everything that you could possibly need to be successful with a digital course. We go over, so much here. Like literally look at how long this is. It's 98 pages. Like you can't even see it loading because it's taking so long. But every section, how to choose your course, even if you have no idea how, it gives you everything you seriously possibly need to be successful. And that's just chapter 1. Every single chapter has its own resources section where it's literally, this one's 84 pages long. How to build your tribe, how to go viral on YouTube, how to build, Facebook groups that have hundreds of thousands of members, and how to do all of this even if you have no experience. All of this stuff that I figured out through trial and error and wasted thousands of hours of my life, you get all of it in this beautiful, succinct, one single package that teaches you how to do everything. And if you guys join today, the most valuable bonus that I've ever made, you can see this video is 57 minutes long. It teaches you how to create an evergreen webinar. And it does actually one more thing. It shows you and actually shares with you the exact automated webinar that I've used to create. This was my first automated webinar. We made over $2 million with the exact webinar that I share with you guys in this one bonus. It's the most exclusive bonus that we've ever made. We've literally charged businesses and other influencers $20,000 to implement what you get in this one bonus. That is how ridiculously valuable and powerful this is. So we share this with you. A single click of a button, you can copy and paste this webinar into your own account and you can start running it that day. And we actually had a test. So my mom, who I love, more than anything, she's amazing, but she is very technologically challenged, right? She is one of the more technologically challenged people I've ever met. I love her to death. We had a test where we actually gave her this one bonus and she was able to actually implement this and have a fully functional evergreen automated webinar with fully automated email follow-up completely finished in 1 day, right? In 1 day, guys. You're gonna get all of that if you decide to join. Again, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I hope it doesn't seem like that. This is the best way that I could possibly make you a millionaire. Right? There's nothing that I could ever possibly offer you that's better than this. This is the exact path that I took to go from, a nobody accountant making $50,000 a year to creating a $10 million empire in less than 2 years. This is exactly it. Step by step by step by step. There's nothing else I could possibly give you. People message me every day saying, Kevin, where should I start? This is where you should start. People message me every day saying, Kevin, what's the best way to become a millionaire? This is the best way. There's nothing else I could say. I promise you, I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is what I do with my time every day, all day long, right? I try to figure out, new and better ways to reach more people, to help more people. And the thing is, guys, how the world works is the more people you help and the more value you add, the more money you make. That's just how the world is, right? And Digital Course Secrets is the best possible thing that I could ever give you that would give you all of that. And so one last time, and we'll take a couple more questions. One last time, if you guys are interested in joining, do it right now, right? Don't procrastinate, don't wait or anything like that. Because you're gonna miss out on the bonuses and there's no reason to do that, right? There's never gonna be a cheaper price. This is the best price that we'll ever have. There's never gonna be any discounts, nothing like that. So, it's time, if you're interested in creating, an empire, if you're interested in creating, true financial freedom, then this is the way that you do that, right? This is the way you do it. It's that simple. All right, let's look at some questions from everyone. Oh shoot, he's gonna cut the price and I'm gonna buy. I'm logging into PayPal just in case he does. I love you, Kevin. What's up, Joey Rich? Joey Rich is another person who's in DCS right now. I'll make you a moderator as well. It's Sensei Kev from now on. Hi, Kev. KD is the real deal. Amazing dude. Appreciate it. I am in your email list. Awesome. All right, so this is the link to actually join DCS right here. There is it's also in the description down below if you're watching this afterwards. We'll take about 5 more minutes of questions, guys. And again, we're gonna shut this video down. We're actually going to erase this video in the next few days. So if you're listening to my voice right now and you decide to join DCS right now, link in the description, you will get access to all of the bonuses, right? Everything about how to have your affiliates become your army and sell your course for you so you don't have to do any marketing, right? Number 2, teaches you everything you need to know about messenger bots, which a lot of marketers and a lot of people are saying is going to replace email. And then number 3, and most importantly, our exact copy and pastable evergreen webinar that we made over $2 million with. It's crazy. He is the only genuine YouTuber in these fields. Apex Legends Playdown. I love that. I bet you saw that idea from my channel, didn't you? Do you think you can implement this course in other European countries? Absolutely, absolutely. Some of our most successful members of Digital Course Secrets are in Europe, right? The thing is, it doesn't matter where you are. You can still make a YouTube video. You can still, you still have a Facebook profile. That's all you need, right? There's no like crazy additional expenses. You don't have to go buy a bunch of units of anything. Literally all you need is a computer and yourself, a voice and a human being. That's it, right? And if you're dedicated and you follow Digital Course Secrets exactly, I guarantee you that it's going to work for you. That's just how it works. How can you create a course without any skills? I mean, you really don't think you have any skills? Like, you're on YouTube right now. Could you learn about YouTube, right? Could you learn about these things? The thing is, like I said before, the hardest part about making $1 million with a digital course has nothing to do with making the course. It has to do with your own mind, right? Your own mindset. People just don't have belief in themselves that they can do anything. What are the bonuses? We just talked about it, but it's how to create an affiliate army and have your affiliates sell your course for you. Facebook Messenger bots, how to, my ManyChat has over 100,000 people in it. If I press one button, all 100,000 people get a push notification to their phone of whatever I want to say, right? It's just as simple as that. Hi, Kevin. Can we make money by selling other people's courses? Yeah, of course you can, Jojo. That's what affiliate marketing is. But you could also make your own course about affiliate marketing, teaching people how to make money selling other people's courses, right? It's a beautiful thing. If affiliates recommend our course for money, how can we guarantee that consumers get objective description of it? I mean, you can, but if the consumer doesn't like it, then they'll just ask for a refund and then you don't pay the affiliate commission, right? It's as simple as that. Do you have an Amazon Shopify course that's still active? Yeah, I do, Steve. How does this compare to Amazon FBA, Shopify, or Facebook ads agency? This is how to create a digital course, right? With Amazon, you create an Amazon business, Shopify, Facebook ads. I'm bought Shopify and Facebook ads course, and within the first day, got 2 clients in 3 days worth 2,000 USD monthly retainer. Boom! That's what's up, Mega Rooster. See, that like single comment right there is the reason that I work so hard, right? That's the reason that I didn't go out and party on Cinco de Mayo. I didn't go out and drink with all my friends that were messaging me. I sat in my house with my friggin' videographers who work hard and hustle with me also, and we're making content for you guys because of messages like that. Mega Rooster says, I bought Shopify and the Facebook ads course, and within the first day, got 2 clients in 3 days worth 2,000 USD monthly retainer, right? So he made $2,000 profit in 2 days from what he learned in one of my courses, right? That's a beautiful thing. The world rewards action taker, says Joey Rich, who is a member of DCS. I feel like I fail at everything. So what if I try your course and I fail? See, that mentality is going to hold you down, Jara. That's like what I was talking about. It starts with your mentality. Think about it like a car. Right? If the engine in your car is not functioning, your car is not going to drive very far, no matter what it looks like on the outside. So you have to work on your own mentality first. Yeah, like Soforeign just said down below, mindset is 80% of the work. It's so true. Hi, David. What do you think about? Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. That's right, Kevin. I saw your video and started a YouTube channel. Thank you for this amazing idea. Keep surprising us. See, I love that. Apex Legends Playdown literally took an idea that I had from a YouTube video and implemented it. That type of mentality is going to get you far, especially if you're consistent, right? Best format for webinars. The webinar that I share with you is the best possible format. Is this your course or is it Tony's course with your bonuses? Oh, I would never, ever in a million years sell someone else's course like as if I'm doing this. This is 100% my course, DCS. I love Tony, I love Dean, I love Russell. They're amazing. But the thing is, they're running such large businesses now. There's no way that they're not running their own Facebook ads, right? They're not creating their own funnels. They're not building out a webinar. They don't do any of that stuff anymore because they've been in the game for like 20, 30, 40 years, right? I'm actually in the trenches. I build my webinar. I wrote my webinar script. I know exactly how to use ClickFunnels. I know exactly how to use ActiveCampaign. I know exactly how to use ManyChat. I run all of my own Facebook ads with my team. I run all of my own Google and YouTube ads with my team. This is my course, Just Jocely. I would never in a million years sell someone else's unless I thought that they had more in the trenches knowledge than I did. How much is this program? You can see the program is down below. This is going to be, again, our best ever price for Digital Course Secrets. And if you want to take advantage of the bonuses, join today. Listen to what he's saying. Amazing content. Awesome, Mega Rooster. I'm so happy for you. Like, seriously. Well, there's so many messages. Let's go at Mega Rooster. Yeah, Austin Dixon's still here. Mega Rooster got $2,000 in monthly retainers plus a $1,500 setup fee. Amazing. Cheers, KD. That's awesome. KD, what do you do if you do not have enough money? Have you ever given a free membership? I mean, if you don't have enough money, then you have to figure it out, right? The thing is, it's not about how much money you have. It's not about how much resources you have. It's about your resourcefulness, right? Like, nobody has the perfect amount of money or the perfect resources. Some people just figure it out. Some people go into their garage and sell a bunch of old, sporting equipment and things like that until they have enough money. They go on the Craigslist section and flip some friggin' appliances or whatever it takes. Like, the point is, you have to figure it out. KD, you're the GOAT. How much is the course? It's in the description, but I'll post it again in the chat. Ugh, I'm late. What's up, Elena? Rust, how are you? Even if English is not your first language, you can still do your own course. Absolutely, right? Because the thing is, like, I don't know what language you speak, but if you speak a language that has a large market, you can create a course in that language, right? All right, so I just put the course link in the description one more time. We're gonna shut this thing down in just a few minutes, guys. Any last questions that we have, put them in the chat right now. I would love to join, but my finances are shot right now. Any other suggestions you can give? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you just have to figure it out. Like, when I was first starting, I literally financed my first Amazon purchases on a 0% APR credit card. I literally bought, I think it was $6,000 worth of Amazon products on a 0% APR credit card, and I turned it into this, right? I turned it into this $10 million plus machine that I've created in less than 2 years. So, if I can do it and I can start on a 0% APR credit card, then, you can do it too. You just have to figure it out. Is there anything wrong with teaching someone something they want to know on a YouTube video versus a digital course? No, there's nothing wrong with that. I teach people on YouTube videos all day, right? But from those YouTube videos, if people want to learn more, we funnel them into my digital courses, right? Because the thing is this, let me tell you a story to illustrate this. I've given my friends and my family member and friends from high school and college and stuff, I've given them free access to my courses. And remember, these are courses that people have paid over $10 million for. I've given free access to my friends and my family. None of those people have ever done anything with that because they didn't pay for it. Right? When you pay $0, you put $0 worth of effort. That's just human nature, right? And the people who have paid for my courses have gone on to make hundreds of thousands of dollars with them. Sometimes, we've even created millionaires with DCS. So when you put $0, when you pay $0, you put $0 worth of effort. That's why I will buy your course when I have the money. Awesome. Katie, what's the best website that already has traffic to release a course instead of making my own website? there's no reason that you should do that. I mean, there's things like Udemy and stuff like that, but people are selling it, those courses, for $10, right? We're selling the courses for $1,000. And I've tried Udemy, I've tried everything. The way that I teach you in DCS is the best way. Simple. How can we offer your courses as an affiliate? You can just shoot my support a message, support@officialkevindavid.com. They'll get you signed up. How much extra do we need besides the course price? You need almost nothing, right? Like literally the only other things that I recommend are ClickFunnels, which gives you a 14-day free trial, right? Like if you're really strapped for cash, like you could just rotate the 14-day free trials until you can afford to pay for it. But ClickFunnels and ActiveCampaign are the only things that you need. And ActiveCampaign's like $9 a month, I think, and ClickFunnels is $97 a month, but it's free for 14 days. I might take a loan or rob a bank to buy your DCS. Don't rob a bank. What sort of college classes do you suggest someone take if they want to be an entrepreneur and starting from zero? I would suggest never taking college classes on entrepreneurship. That's such a waste of time and money. Like the traditional education system has failed or is failing, right? I wouldn't say has failed. Think about it like this. Students out there and college students have $5 trillion of debt. Right? $5 trillion of debt. And 77% of college students are not working in what they majored in. So 77%, over 75% of people who major in a topic get a job in something completely different. So people are paying for a 4-year degree, 5-year degree. People are paying $50,000, $100,000 or more, maybe more than $100,000 to get their college degree, and then they're not even getting a job in what they learned. That is just not functional. That's broken, right? Why would you want to go take entrepreneurial classes from somebody who's a professor getting paid $60,000 a year and pay $100,000 for that, when you could pay, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, whatever it is, to learn from someone who's an actual self-made millionaire, right? Why would you rather learn from a professor making $60,000 a year teaching you about entrepreneurship when he doesn't even do it versus someone who's gone out there and made, over $10 million? I think this course is the best way to make money. Make course. Yeah. I'm part of that $5 trillion of debt. Yeah, I mean, so many people are, right? Like they literally go to college and they think that it's just like some magical thing, but you get in all the student loan debt and then you get out of college and you're not getting a job, or you're not getting a job in what you actually learned about. And all of a sudden, things are really not looking good. So that's the traditional education system. Again, why would you want to go learn from a professor making $60,000 a year teaching you how to become a millionaire when you could learn from someone who's actually done it and actually become a self-made millionaire? So that's why the self-education, that's why the knowledge economy is booming right now, right? That's why this space is making $355 million per day and getting closer every day to making a $1 billion per day industry. The reason for that is because traditional education is failing. People don't want to learn old, outdated information from professors who aren't even doing stuff. They'd rather learn from someone who's actually gotten the results. How can I trust this course? I mean, you can trust this course because of that, right? Like ClickFunnels literally goes out, audits, they look through all of your numbers, they look through your actual funnels, they verify everything, and they gave me this award for making $10 million through my ClickFunnels account. And you can go look at my private groups. We have over 10,000 people in them. We have made the amount of money that we're looking at, right? And again, look at the testimonials. There's people in the chat right now. Joey Rich joined. Austin Dixon made $5,000 profit in 10 days from what he learned in Digital Course Secrets, right? And so, the proof is there. We're not going to talk about that. There's thousands of people, there's a ton of testimonials. There's so much evidence. The only thing holding people back is their actual mentality, right? And so we're going to shut this thing down, guys. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out. I wanted to show you this, right? Most people are not going to be this transparent. Most people are not going to tell you about how the actual world works, how the real knowledge economy works. This is how it works, right? Go out there and reverse engineer what people like Dean Graziosi are doing, what people like Grant Cardone, what people like Tony Robbins are doing. If you look up to me, reverse engineer what I'm doing. I'm spending my time with digital products because it's the most scalable, profitable, passive business model I've ever found, right? And because once you have enough money, money is very boring, and fulfillment and helping people, helping people like Andrew, who was able to spend more time with literally his dying father because of what he learned in my course, that's the reason I do it. So again, guys, this is your last chance. If you want to join DCS, we do have a payment plan. The link is down in the description. I'll put it in the chat one final time. I appreciate you guys. I would recommend, like, all the questions I get, Kevin, how can I become a millionaire? What's the best thing that I should focus on? Should I do this, this, or this? DCS, Digital Core Secrets, is the best thing I could possibly teach you, the best information I could possibly give you. It's everything that I've learned, literally step by step, in a beautiful package, going from a $50,000 a year accountant who hated my life to creating a multi-million-dollar empire in less than 2 years. It's everything I've learned. It's everything I could possibly give you. So again, guys, we've had over 300 people watching for the full hour and 10 minutes. So I appreciate you guys all. As always, at the very least, join our Facebook group. You can see it down in the description as well, the DCS Facebook group, where you can learn more again. But if you want to take advantage of all of the bonuses that we talked about and the cheapest ever price that DCS will ever be, Digital Core Secrets will ever be, take advantage, join DCS right now, and you're gonna get the evergreen webinar that we've literally charged people $20,000 to implement. You're gonna get that completely for free if you join today. Listening to my voice right now, right? We're gonna set up our system so while this YouTube video is live for the next day, maybe 2 days if we extend it, you're gonna be able to take advantage of all the bonuses. So get your $20,000 evergreen webinar right now that we've literally made over $2 million with, and join the strongest family in the world and learn step by step how I went from a depressed accountant to creating my dream life. As always, guys, I love you all so much. I couldn't have done anything without you. Seriously, you guys mean the world to me. I say it every single day. So I love you all seriously so much. We'll be back again soon when we hit 500,000 subscribers in the next few days. Love you guys all.